Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a look outside our weather window. And the weather today, a lot like we had over the weekend. Temperatures generally in the low 90s. A few clouds out there, even some thunderstorm activity this morning, but it made way for a pretty nice afternoon. Temperatures on the warm side, but a beautiful shot looking down from our jump-off ridge Sky-Fi tower camera. And we're going to continue with that thunderstorm threat tomorrow right through Thursday. Could see locally heavy rain, maybe even a little bit of hail, gusty winds, lightning, all the things we really don't want to see right now as dry as we are. And right now it looks like Wednesday will be our best chance for thunderstorms. And we'll talk more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. One person was hospitalized and 3 others were injured following a 3-car accident at 9:45 last night on Highway 28 west of Quincy. A man who apparently suffered a medical issue crashed his vehicle into the Washington State Patrol building this morning in Wenatchee's old station. And a video by Moses Lake Firefighters gives an inside look at the effort it took to extinguish a house fire earlier this month. But first, our top story tonight. Grant County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man they say was armed with guns outside the Gorge Amphitheater on Friday night. A press release from the sheriff's office says the man may have been planning a mass shooting. People at the Bass Canyon Music Festival, a 3-day electronic dance music event at the Gorge Amphitheater in George, reported a suspicious man to authorities around 9 p.m. in the parking lot, that according to the press release. Witnesses said they saw a man inhale an unknown substance or gas from a balloon and then load 2 pistols from the trunk of his car before concealing one in his waistband and the other in a holster. The man, who the sheriff's office identified as 31-year-old Jonathan R. Moody of Ephrata, approached concert goers to ask when the concert ended and where people would be exiting from. Venue security then detained Moody outside of the site and disarmed him of 2 loaded 9mm pistols. He did not enter the venue, nor was anyone injured. Moody is being detained in the Grant County Jail on multiple charges. One person was hospitalized and 3 others were injured following a 3-car accident last night on Highway 28 west of Quincy. According to the Washington State Patrol, 46-year-old Jimmy L. Diamond of Ellensburg was driving a 2006 Lincoln eastbound at the intersection of the highway and White Trail Road when he failed to slow down for emergency lights that had responded to an earlier collision. The Lincoln then struck a 2015 Ram pickup and then struck a 2014 Ram 1500 pickup. A passenger in the Lincoln, 61-year-old Dale P. Garcia of Moses Lake, was transported by aid to a local hospital. The 3 occupants of the Ram 1500 were injured but declined treatment. Diamond and the driver of the big Ram pickup were not injured. Diamond faces charges of driving too fast for conditions. A man who apparently suffered a medical issue crashed his vehicle into the Washington State Patrol building this morning in Wenatchee's old station. Trooper Colin Cummeravell said the vehicle hit the building to the right side of the entrance of the District 6 detachment building. The vehicle went into a secretary's office. Cummeravell said she was standing at her desk at the time and the desk was pushed into her, but she was not injured. The driver was transported to Central Washington Hospital. His condition is not known, but Cummeravell said the hospitalization was likely for the medical condition and not injuries from that accident. Well, a video by Moses Lake Firefighters gives an inside look at the effort it took to extinguish a house fire earlier this month. The firefighters were operating in 100-degree plus temperatures during the August 8th fire. Take a look.
Moses Lake.
Right behind you, John. Cylinders are spinning. Okay, where at? Oh, I see, okay. Okay, go get that. On your six, bro.
Very dramatic video. Well, when we come back, the land burned in the White River and Irving Peak fires above Lake Wenatchee topped 2,000 acres over the weekend. The closure of an East Wenatchee day shelter for the homeless could have ripple effects throughout the mental health care community. The city of East Wenatchee has a new community development director. And new routes that just opened up for Link Transit passengers are about to be curtailed as the public transportation system deals with the continuing shortage of drivers. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Click It RV, we're overstocked on inventory and need to make room for brand new models on our lot. Between our 4 locations in Spokane, Tri-Cities, Moses Lake, and Milton Freewater, we have hundreds of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and RVs that have to go. With low payments, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days, you'll want to hurry in today while the best floor plans are still available. Come check out the Overstock Liquidation Sale, going on now at Click It RV.
We got things coming our way that we've never faced before. Under the current conditions, the storm's going to continue to get stronger and stronger. Now's not the time to take a step back. Now's not the time to be soft. Now's the time to drive us in the right direction to protect our communities. The team that surrounds myself is the team to take you into the future.
Welcome back. In another news, the land burned in the White River and Irving Peak fires above Lake Wenatchee topped 2,000 acres over the weekend, and both fires remain at just 1% contained. The lightning-caused fires were first reported August 11th, and because of steep and difficult terrain, are not expected to be fully contained until seasonal rain and snow move in late October. The fires are burning mostly in dead timber left behind by storms, insects, and disease. A Level 3 Get Out Now evacuation notice remains in place for White River Road and several Forest Service roads. They remain closed. There are 626 people working that fire under the direction of the Northwest Team 7 Incident Management Team. Well, the closure of an East Wenatchee day shelter for the homeless could have ripple effects throughout the mental health care community. Powerhouse Ministries on Valley Mall Parkway closed permanently at the end of July, citing a rent increase from $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Powerhouse opened in 2011 and served up to 70 people a day with meals, resources, and a place to get out of the weather. The North Central Washington Behavioral Health Advisory Board is scheduled an August 29th meeting to discuss the impact of the closure. The agency will take public comment via Zoom starting at 10 a.m. that day. Low barrier shelters like Powerhouse are seen as key to serving those with mental health issues who are living without a home. Well, the city of East Wenatchee has a new community development director. Curtis Lilliquist takes over effective September 1st from Lori Barnett, who's overseen community planning in East Wenatchee since 1998. The city council approved the appointment of Lilliquist last week. He's been on the job in a deputy position for the last year. Lilliquist was formerly principal planner with Douglas County Land Services. New routes that just opened up for Link Transit passengers are about to be curtailed as the public transportation systems deals with the continuing shortage of drivers. The Link board voted last week to cut back on expanded routing starting in October while it's short 6 driver positions. 4 new routes serving Orondo, Ardenvor, and Leavenworth will be suspended, and others will have reduced stops or run less frequently. The Link board is considering a package of bonuses and cost of living increases for drivers that could help boost staff numbers. The route reductions are expected to remain in effect at least until January. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
I'm John Volan, and I'm running for judge here in Chelan County. For more than 20 years, I've upheld the rights of the local community as an attorney, trial lawyer, and part-time judge. This fall, I'm running for district court judge. I'm highly endorsed by the legal and local communities for my thorough, fair-minded, and just approach. I'm the only candidate with civil, criminal experience, but experience as a judge as well. This fall, vote John Volan for Chelan County District Court Judge.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Dr. Andrew Jones is the new CEO of Confluence Health. He was named in May to replace Dr. Peter Rutherford, who retired this year. Jones is a trained physician and the former chief medical officer for a Colorado hospital system. In tonight's feature story, he told NCWLIFE's Dan Kuntz that balancing business concerns with patient care is part of a CEO's job.
That is always a tough decision for folks in medicine who decide to go into an administrative or leadership kind of role. For many years, I did both. So I did some patient care and some leadership work. I think that was true until COVID hit in my previous life. And then I had to sort of go full-time into managing what COVID was going to be for, where was the time. And the same kinds of things happened everywhere in the States, so the same stories are true there as we're here, I think. And I think that the leadership work is very important. You can make a big impact by helping all the caregivers work here and the physicians and everyone sort of build a better place to deliver patient care, build a better place to work, build a better company and a better resource for the community. So that's kind of my main job these days. I mean, I am in the process of getting my license and all my medical license and all that, but I think I'm going to have primarily be focused on sort of the leadership role and leading other clinicians.
This is, frankly speaking, one of the 4 or 5 highest profile jobs in all of North Central Washington. You probably knew that going in. Is that you ready to tackle it? You're going to be the public face of the Confluence Health network of care.
Right.
It's a big job, a huge responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, it's daunting for sure. It's something I'm ready for and I look forward to, and it's I think an exciting responsibility. Right, this is a chance to sort of help the people who work here and who are cared for here have the best possible experience, have the best possible outcomes, and make this place, even better than it already is, and make something great for the community. So it's an exciting opportunity. And, there will be days, I'm sure, but that's the nature of things.
Time now for a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great weekend. Boy, today pretty much a carbon copy of our weather that we had on Saturday and Sunday. High temperature unofficially today, 93 degrees, and you can see that's well above where we should be now at 85. Our record high, 100, and that was set back in 1961. Once again, we started off on the warm side today at 70. 10 degrees above normal of 60, and our record 43 degrees set in 1960. Sunrise 6:07 and sunset now is straight up 8 o'clock. Let's take a look at your Tuesday temperatures. Not a whole lot is going to change over the next 2 or 3 days, maybe even 4 days as far as temperatures go. 93 for Moses Lake, Ephrata, and for Quincy. We'll see about 92 in the Wenatchee area, 90 in Leavenworth, and 92 if you're heading to Lake Chelan tomorrow. Tonight, we can expect some breezy conditions, mostly clear skies. It will be mild once again out there with temperatures predominantly for us in the upper 60s for lows, so still above normal, but less than we've seen the last couple of days. For Tuesday, as we mentioned, mostly sunny. Going to be a warm one out there with temperatures in the low 90s, but we could see some of that thunderstorm activity, especially for you folks in Omak, Okanagan, Twisp, Winthrop, in that area. Wednesday, cloud cover, just light clouds, but that will be our best chance for thunderstorms. You can see it right along the east slopes of the Cascades, and I think some of that may spill over into our area with highs in the low 90s on Wednesday. Getting into Thursday, mostly sunny, warm, and quiet. The dome of heat still stays over the Pacific Northwest. We're talking low to mid 90s for our high temperatures on Thursday. For Friday, there is that area of low pressure right here, and with high pressure trying to move onshore, going to kick our winds up a little bit on Friday. We'll call it breezy to windy to end our week with high temperatures in the low 90s for us on Friday. And then getting you into the weekend, it looks beautiful. Mostly sunny skies, slightly cooler for Saturdays with high temperatures around that 90-degree mark. Sunday, very quiet as well, but system beginning to break down our ridge of high pressure. It won't happen Sunday, but maybe next week. Enjoy Sunday's weather with high temperatures once again near 90 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast quickly. 67 tonight, 92 tomorrow. See some thunderstorms. Keep your eye on the sky on Wednesday at 92. Some breezy conditions as we get you into Friday and 92 degrees. And then just beautiful weather both Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny to sunny skies with high temperatures right around 90. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
It's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. The Mariners dropped 2 of 3 games in Oakland over the weekend, including a 5-3 loss yesterday. Luis Castillo proved he's actually human. He allowed 4 runs on 8 hits in 5 innings to take his first loss since joining the Seattle starting rotation. A's jumped out to an early lead and just kept adding on.
Murphy hits it hard. It's fair. Down the third base line. The A's are going to take an early lead. So back-to-back doubles by Brown and Murphy. 1-0 Athletics. And he's going to do that with a well-struck ball to right center. Plenty deep. In fact, everybody's going to move up as Bride scores. Langoliers to third, and the A's lead 2-0. Bounced down the first baseline, fair. Allen is going to hold up at first. He slips. Now he's got to hustle back. That knocks in a run, and it's 3-0. The A's lead.
That's a high drive left field, and the Mariners are on the board, everybody. Mitch Haniger with a home run. His 12th of a 3-1 ball game.
It's going to be towards the top of the zone, but he barrels it up. Exit velo of 104.
Sears doing it through the glove up in the air.
Yep.
Up the middle, base hit center field. Here comes Kemp. He'll score without a throw. Vote comes through, and the A's lead 4-1.
3-2 pitch to Cal. And that's going to stay fair. It's going to pick up a run. One hops the fence. Cal digging. Oh, this could be problematic here. He's in there. Serves it. Base hit. Here comes Cal. He's going to score. Julio Rodriguez makes it a 4-3 ball game. His third hit today. RBI number 63.
Langoliers drives one to left field. Winker's back. Winker spinning around. Winker turns around, and it bangs high off the wall. It rolls back toward the infield. Langoliers to third, and he's going to make it with a sliding triple. 5-3 A's lead. Another 2-2. Hit hard. Allen's got it on the grass. Throws in time, and that is the ball game.
Manager Scott Service says to give Oakland credit, but he was also pleased to see his club fight back, even though they didn't get the win.
Got to give the A's credit. They were on Luis Castillo. I thought they swung the bats very well against him today, and Luis has been awesome for us. Since we acquired him, maybe a few balls left in the middle of the plate, but they were super aggressive. They were hunting the fastballs, and they didn't miss them. So put some traffic up, put some runs up against him. I think offensively, we did some things. I thought we had multiple chances today, and they made pitches to get out of it. We're down 4-1 going in the 7th. We get a couple big 2-out hits from Cal, pinch hit, Julio big hit there. Kind of feel the momentum going our way. We get first and third in the 8th, and we're in a good spot. And a line out and a really good play by their shortstop kind of ends that one. But I think oftentimes we talk about when you come back, make the comeback. We competed our tails off. This team has no quit. We did the same thing today. We did not quit, and our guys find a way to get that tying run to the plate multiple times. They're late in the game, or the winning run, before the 9th. But not our day. What can you say? Probably more frustrated than anything else that we didn't get a few things to go our way. But they played very good and they swung the bats well.
Seattle's off today and will host Washington tomorrow at 7:10 at T-Mobile Park. It's the first of a 6-game homestand. Well, while Seattle was losing 2 out of 3 to Oakland, the rest of the American League West was also 1-2 over the weekend. Houston avoided a sweep at Atlanta by downing the Braves 5-4 Sunday. Jordan Alvarez was 2 for 5 and a run and 2 RBIs for the Astros. Detroit jumped on Shohei Ohtani for 3 runs on 5 hits and 4 innings as the Tigers beat the Angels 4-0. Ohtani saw his record drop to 10-8 on the season. Kohei Arihara and Taylor Hearn combined on a 4-hit shutout of the Twins as Texas came away with a 7-0 victory. Marcus Semien and Nathaniel Lowe each went deep for the Rangers. Well, the Mariners are in a virtual 3-way dead heat for the American League wildcard playoff spots. Yankees beat the Blue Jays 4-2, while Tampa Bay picked up a 3-2 win over Kansas City. Twins are 2.5 back after their loss to Texas, tied with Baltimore, who beat Boston 5-3. Chicago Chicago's 3.5 back after the White Sox game against Cleveland was rained out. Well, fans packed the house for a night of crashes and destruction at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval on Saturday. It was Johnson Electric bump-to-pass boat race destruction night, and people turned out in droves to watch the action on Fancher Heights. Now, before the carnage took place, Hans Roberts drove his number 9 car across the finish line first of the Plum Perfect Roadrunner main event. Jay Evans finished second with Kyle Spalding third. It was a Tacoma sweep on the podium for the Johnson Electric bump-to-pass main event. Mike Charles won with Kaylee Charles finishing second. Caleb Robinson took third. Highlight of the night was the bump-to-pass boat race destruction with East Wenatchee's Jared Bykoski finishing first. Malaga's Josh Musgrove was second. Apparently, they were the only two who finished that event. It'll take about 3 weeks to pick up all the chunks of boat parts around the quarter-mile asphalt. Racing will return to the Pepsi Night B-Mod Shootout and Fireworks Spectacular at WVSO. That's coming up on September 10th. Well, the Seahawks are busily preparing for their last preseason game this Friday. They'll be in Dallas. Seattle is coming off a 27-11 loss to Chicago. Coach Pete Carroll alluded to the fact we may see more starters in Friday's game as the preseason comes to a close.
We didn't function very well. We didn't throw and catch the ball as well as we needed to. We didn't catch the ball as well, and so we missed a couple key third down situations. We got a ball knocked down. We got no rhythm at all early in the game to get going. So we did not bounce back from. I really feel like I didn't do a good job bouncing this back. And we didn't perform at all like we should. And but we got to see a lot, and the defense played well. The defense responded well from game one, and they did their stuff. It just didn't go across the board. We were not a completely connected team. When we give up that much in special teams and all of that, you just wreck a game. And the defense kept us in it, and gave us a chance to keep the score down, even with all that. And offensively, we didn't find our rhythm. Honestly, I'm really excited to see our guys out there, and see our guys playing together, and we've held quite a few guys out, and we'll still make some decisions this week. But I'll be, that's why all of the focus has turned to the ones to make sure that they're getting developed and getting ready. And so that's how we're going to go about it.
We'll hear more from Coach Carroll, Will Dissly, and Jordan Brooks coming up tomorrow right here. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Join me for a Tuesday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll have your latest weather forecast, typical late August weather, as Grant already mentioned. We'll also have your latest sports. Of course, the Mariners are off today, so no highlights tomorrow. Maybe that's a good thing. We'll have the obscure holidays, some celebrity birthdays, an opinion from Mad Dog McNaughty, and your latest local news. Start your day live and local, and you can do it by watching this program. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, live and local tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for being with us, and have a great night.
NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand. It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you're making a return on it. There's a huge market here and market potential, and they are a great avenue for that.